Look at the time. Look at the motherfucking time. It is 10:54 a.m. Look at what I'm looking at, bro. The Type Soul Hell update log. I just woke up. I probably woke up like 20-30 minutes ago. I'm pissed. I'm already mad. Everybody's making a little reaction video to the update log. I might as well make mine too. It's a free video, and I'll probably double upload today. I don't really care. But let's just go through this. Look, we already knew this was coming, right? Hellverse. You know, if you die in hell, you don't get wiped. I wouldn't call it a wipe because it's not like you actually, they call it a data loss / data lock. But let's be honest, bro. If you get quote unquote wiped in hell, it's just a Bankai fight, basically. It's basically just a Shikai fight. You just gotta fight your slot, and if you win, you're free. But every time you fight your slot, the next time you fight it, assuming you wipe again, you gotta fight it again. So like if you fight it once and you beat it, next time you gotta fight it twice, blah, blah, blah. You guys know this. If you suck at the game and you end up having to fight yourself like 10 times, you can just buy something to restore your slot and make it one fight again, blah, blah, blah. Like, we don't care about this. We know about this. Listen, there's lives in hell. You can only lose a life from PvP. So if you're a solo player, watch your fucking back, because if you get ganked and die, you're gonna lose a life. It's not that bad. You can just kill a hell mob to get your life back. At the same time, it's hell, so these mobs probably aren't gonna be easy to kill. Anyways, if you're starting the true Bankai quest, make sure that you actually choose the element that you want, because if you re-roll, you gotta do that shit all over again. I'm already on ink. Ink is the only thing that I care about in this game. So as soon as I get on my ink slot, we're doing that true Bankai quest. Well, we gotta find out what the fucking quest is anyway. But yeah, don't re-roll your element if you're trying to get true Bankai on that slot. Culling games, battle royale, blah blah blah. It's whatever. They got Minecraft crafting in the game. It's about to be some bullshit. Apparently you can like craft skill upgrades and shit like that. You can craft items, you can craft skills. I don't know what's going on with that. This is what pissed me off, bro. This right here is what pissed me off. Every single race is gutted, but in my opinion, I think Arankars are still gonna run the game. I think Arankars are still going to run this game. Listen. Quincy's still have their defense, their damage, their blood vein, whatever you want to call it. If they pop Let's, it doesn't heal them. Also, they can't have a cybernetic and Let's. They have to choose one or the other. If you're smart, you would definitely choose Let's over having a cybernetic, because you know Let's gives you like buffs and shit. If you're choosing a cybernetic over Let's, then you're low-key stupid. They can't have both now, but they still have this fucking blood vein defense damage bullshit. Soul Reapers are literally going to get one shot. Soul Reapers are going to get one shot in this update, bro. We were already, bro, as a Soul Reaper main, I'm furious. We were already the squishiest race, and we're gonna be even squishier, bro. We pop visored, we get less healing. Shikai Stasis got its debuff back. Bro, I had a Shikai Stasis in my account, bro. I was waiting for like 2-3 months to pop this shit on my main slot because I wanted it with ink. I get ink, I pop it, I'm so happy. You saw me playing with it in the culling games video, bro. I was like, oh, this is cool because, you know, it doesn't have the damage buff anymore, or the damage debuff anymore. So I'm chilling, right? Check the update log, that shit is back. I'm not tripping that much because it's not like, if I was using like flower or some shit, I might have been mad, but it's ink. Ink didn't really do that much damage to begin with. I feel like ink is like it's a setup Shikai. It's not a Shikai where you just pop that shit and just spam and do hella damage. You know what I'm saying? It's not that big of a deal, but this shit is still ass. So listen. And also, Arankars still get their fucking their Hiero, Seropath, Sero Oscurus, Vasto variant. The only thing is they can only use one partial. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Listen, this is crazy. Quincy's and Arankars just have the defense of doom. They have the defense of doom. The one thing about Soul Reapers, right, aside from the fact that they can use 3 Shikai skills, the one thing that was good about Soul Reapers was we had more ray regen than the other races. But that shit doesn't matter anymore. Every race has 3% ray regen. Every race has 3% ray regen. There is no reason, I'm so serious, there is no reason why, realistically, if you're a Metamancer, you're not gonna go Soul Reaper. You are not going to progress a Soul Reaper. You're not gonna try and play hell with a Soul Reaper, bro. If you're good at the game, it probably wouldn't matter at the end of the day, because Soul Reapers still have, what's that one move? They got that visored move that like gets rid of defense. That shit is broken. But if you're a Metamancer, bro, and you only care about, you know, having defense and all this shit, you're probably just gonna go Quincy or Arankar. I feel like most people are going to go Arankar despite the fact that they only have one partial, because it's like, bro, I haven't even scrolled down to like the shit that really made me angry, bro. I'm just telling you, Arankars are gonna run the game. Listen, NPCs and lore, you know, run around the map, talk to people. There's gonna be quests. You can find out the quest by yourself. If you had a sneaky set, it's removed, bro. I'm mad as shit. This nigga Daniel, he had a fucking Discord server or some shit. He did a giveaway. I won the giveaway. I got a custom name. Next time I'm in the game, that shit is gone, bro. I'm pissed. They removed hybrid. So if you had a hybrid slot, you're gonna get compensated. Hopefully this compensation is good. I had a Vastoquin and I had an anomaly, bro. It's like 200 ranked wins and some more shit. If this compensation is ass, I'm gonna be mad as shit. They added a fucking a starter pack, bro. A starter pack. What could possibly be in here? What could possibly be in here? 50 Shikai rerolls? What's in here? We got Hell. There's the Highway. And then once you get out the Highway, obviously you're in Hell. Ring 1, PvP realm, new raids, quest, mobs, dangerous, high rewarding. They got raids and shit. King of the Hill, King's Gambit, Fragment. Ring 2, they're gatekeeping. Ring 3, they're gatekeeping the maze. They're gatekeeping the library. They're gatekeeping Purgatory. That's the Hell shit, or the wiping shit. If you wipe, you go to Purgatory. Now here we go. We got a new race, Fullbringers. I'm gonna be honest, this is the only thing in the update aside from Ink True Bankai that I really care about. I'm definitely going to make a Fullbringer prog. I'm gonna try. This is the one that I want, either Book of the End or Zangetsu, but I'm gonna make a Fullbringer prog. Everybody is. I'm probably gonna have to go keto with that shit, even though I hate keto, because you know it'll make the prog more unique. But I'm yapping. Devil Segunda, Benihime rework, new Almighty Shrift, Nimble Shrift, Overkill, Spirit Segunda, blah blah blah. Culling Games, y'all saw that. I made a video on it. They got a battle pass now. You can craft shit. Soul Wars, y'all saw this. Blah blah blah. KT rework. AFK World only drops cosmetics now. Well, aside from like these, but these don't really matter. Ranked / Clan Wars is basically the same thing now. Anything above 3v3s is Clan Wars, and they have a separate loot pool. Didn't they say they were gonna make it so that you could like queue up Clan Wars without actually having to be in a clan? I don't know if they actually did that. They didn't mention it, I don't think, but I don't really care. Medic got a rework. I don't really care about Medic. So yeah, they got Soul Vows. This was already in the game, but I think at the time it was only this one, right? Vow Potential. This one is basically, long story short, you start the fight with the debuff, but the longer you fight, like more parries, more damage, blah blah blah, end up getting like a buff. So you go from like a debuff to getting buffed. This one is just fucking 8 gates from Naruto. This one is Hikari, Jujutsu Kaisen. You know, if you get a jackpot, you get infinite Ryatsu. This one, let's see. This one is basically a fucking Virgil doppelganger, bro. It's kind of crazy. Look at this shit. If you land a rising shot, the doppelganger will also do one. If you land a bisection, the doppelganger will do a rising swallow. Like, I just know if niggas get this vow, whoever they fight is gonna want to hurt themselves. We got bosses, Yorichi, Virgil, Bamboo Hat. Now listen. This is what really pissed me off. This is what pissed me off, bro. Holy Sword Excalibur, this is whatever. Only one person can have this. Quincy exclusive sword, not that big of a deal. You're probably gonna see Nano Prodigy boosted ass make a video on this shit, and then you're never gonna see it again. Let's be completely honest. Devil Trigger, this is whatever. It's like a little upgrade. You can get Devil Trigger now and upgrade your Yamato crit, because if you don't know, Virgil's sword is in the game as a weapon. So I guess you can upgrade that shit now. It'll replace like your sub mode, so you won't have visored or Let's or whatever, but you'll get a new crit. This is the problem, right? If you play Devil May Cry, you know why this is a problem. Quincy's get the auto track and sword stuff. That's Mirage Blades, you know. It's basically this shit, right? He summons like these spectral swords and they just hit the guy. That's what Mirage Blades does. So that's what you're gonna get as a Quincy. As a Soul Reaper, you're gonna get Judgment Cut, which is this is Judgment Cut. Pretty cool. You wouldn't think this is too bad, right? But then you see that Arrancars get Judgment Cut End. If you play Devil May Cry, then you know this move is fucking broken, bro. When you compare these other moves to Judgment Cut End, it's like a coughing baby versus a hydrogen fucking bomb. Look at Judgment Cut End. Look at Judgment Cut End. Where is it? Look at this shit. Like, what the fuck? That is literally, bro, that is an ultimate ability. That's an ultra skill, bro. That's an ultra. So you're telling me Soul Reapers get Judgment Cut. Quincy's get the lame ass Mirage Blades, just, oh, little swords hitting you. Arrancars literally get a fucking ultimate move. You know, do you realize in Devil May Cry 5, if you want to use Judgment Cut End, you have to have full Sin Devil trigger, your Sin Devil trigger, not normal Devil trigger, your Sin Devil trigger bar has to be full, and you have to have like 2 bars of concentration. So you can't just use that shit for free. You gotta do a decent amount of shit to even get the requirements to use this move. And then when you use this move, it just one-shots everything. So this is literally a coughing baby versus a hydrogen bomb. And on top of that, they got a new fucking race variant or something. Ancient Vastacar, a new race. They're gatekeeping the passives and abilities. If you get guard broken, you let out a roar that guard breaks your opponent instead. Unlimited Hierro. Like what are we doing, bro? This clan stuff is kind of cool. Each clan has like a unique ability. For example, like Husabe, I think that's how you say it. I don't know. You ink a nigga and they get less ray regen. I might have to switch to this clan just for my ink slot. This is whatever. You can go read that. Obviously, Fullbringer Keto is different, you know. We got true modes. We've been known about this. We've known about this for a year, bro. So I don't really want to get into too many details with that. There's true ink. That's all I care about. This balance changes, bro. Balance changes. I'm not going to go through all of these, but I'm just going to point out some of the shit that pissed me off, bro. Shikai Stasis has his damage debuff back. 5% less damage instead of 10%. I don't care how much. I don't care. I don't care if it's 5% or 10%, bro. The fact is, it's less damage. I spent all that time trying to get a Shikai Stasis just to get nerfed, bro. Just to get nerfed. It was all for nothing. Aron cards have been set back to 1 partial. If you're a grunt, you're probably gonna complain about this shit, but this really is not that big of a deal. If you have partial essence and you land your Sero, you get the cooldown back, so you could just use the skill again. There's no Ryatsu regen on accessories anymore. Blah blah blah. You don't get health packs from Let's. I just don't agree with this, bro. The main benefit, like I said earlier, aside from Soul Reapers being able to use 3 skills, like the main benefit from them was that they had a higher higher ray regen, but now that shit don't even matter. This shit, oh my god. You can't have an ultra skill and an essence. I kind of fuck with this. I actually fuck with this. This is just balance changes. Nobody really cares about this. Zuis got removed from the game. That's good, bro. Fuck that weapon. What else, bro? Superstar got a passive. Miracle Revive works differently. Superstar gets a revive now. It basically works like old Miracle. It's just a bunch of shit, bro. Just a bunch of shit. Hey, at least the parry frames are better. At least, oh, they also heavily like nerfed the damage of like the ultra skills and shit, but hey man, I think this is like one of those moments where you can complain about the update because obviously we haven't played it yet, but I think once we actually get into the game, it's not going to be as bad as we think. But in my opinion, I still think Aron cards are just going to run the fucking game. Aron cards are still going to run the game. They were running the game before. They're going to run the game now, bro. That true Bankai shit, it's not going to matter. Oh wait, hold up. Let me scroll up. Yeah, there's true slash. There's true slash Segunda. There's true slash Segunda in the game. Aron cards are going to work. They're like, bro, Aron cards are going to run this shit. Aron cards are going to run this shit, bro. Cetro, you will not be forgiven.